All right. I am playing today in Canadian Highlander, a blue-white artifacts deck. I got a couple of names for this. I think blue-white robots might just be fine. Although maybe that's too close to battle bots. Highlander name structure is weird because like calling this blue-white artifact mid-range also just feels kind of weird. Like it feels so hollow, more hollow than anything else. And I'm a big supporter of like, look, just call it Jun mid-range, or like Gruul Monsters is like as flavorful enough, you know, but like it's very, I don't know, there's just nothing behind it. And this deck has a lot of soul in it. Although there is no in-soul artifact. So maybe there's not as much soul as I thought. But it's not affinity. And it's not battle bots. It's just like blue-white artifact. Blue-white robots, I guess. The point of this deck is that we play blue cards and white cards that give a hoot about artifacts. And then we kill them. Yeah. I guess the way you could also word this is like, what if we were a deck that played Thousand Moon Smithy and Kappa Cannoneer? What if we were just a blue-white deck that looked to poop out Constructs and maybe have some equipment? This is kind of what this deck's looking to do. This is something that in Canlander was, at least locally, around 2020, and like during the early pandemic or early years of the pandemic, piloted by Davey B, who actually qualified for the 2022 year-end top 8 and played this very deck in the top 8. Dave found his way into the top 4 of that and took the L there. But this deck is pretty scary. It's pretty scary. There's a couple of different ways that you can build it, like splashing a third color. Doesn't change too much. You can play green, and that gives you access to, like, well, Oko. Oko's a pretty good card, gives you access to crop rotation for your Academy. But this version isn't on Academy. You would switch up and go, like, Triple Mox Academy, I guess, nowadays. Right now, we're just on Mox Soul Ring. It's fast mana, they're cheap artifacts, they work with everything that the deck is trying to do. LCI cards, or newer cards, we have Thousand Moon Smithy. Excuse me. This card is huge. It's an artifact. It makes a big artifact, like the best construct you've ever seen. And then you just get to transform it into this land that can then poop out more artifacts. That helps you rebuild. That's the big thing about this deck, is that it has a fair amount of tools that help you rebuild, come back from like nothing. We also have, I mean, Get Lost. This is just a pretty extraordinary removal spell. It's a pretty good card. We have Sir Ginger from Woe, which is pretty strong. Obviously, a artifact creature. Cares about other artifacts. Itself is an artifact. Plays pretty well. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for new cards. There's no, like, Dusk... whatever the hell it's called. It's not Dusk Mantle. Dusk Legion Phylactery or whatever. You know, the 1-mana card. Renaissance Rat, welcome back for the 6-month semi-annual sacrifice to the Twitch gods. Thank you for the support. Glad to have you. Good to see you. Half a year, long ass time. An Inconsiderate Hat. Thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you. That's very cool. Excuse me. It's very kind of you. Is the reality chip good? I'm a hater. I'm a reality chip hater. But it was in this list, and the pilot stands by it. Other people stand by it. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a whirl. It's like the floor of this card is that it's a 2-mana artifact creature that survives Bolt. That has a big... Look at that. Big booty. Big booty. yeah, it's I know it gets Caracas, but even like reconfiguring also kind of plays around Caracas. It lets you just equip to any number of your tokens. Like there's enough, I can structure spot like scenarios in my head to be like, okay, that seems like realistic to achieve, and also like kind of what the deck wants to do, you know. This deck also just looks like, if you lay out the deck like this, it looks a lot bigger, like a lot heavier on the curve than it actually is. Because if we move the pointed cards back and we get this Metamorph on 3, and Solitude is like a free card, Thoughtcast is 1, Cauldra is almost always going to be 2 mana or a buttload of mana. Thought Monder's over here, Cap Cannonier's over here. All these cards are at least like 2 mana, you know, and then this is kind of closer. I mean, we could put Culture Complete over here and have it be more, you know, genuine. This is kind of closer to, you know, what it would look like. Would I run something like Astrid? Yeah, I thought about it. She's not on Magic Online, but she does make food, right? She's the 2-drop. She's Kylie Minogue. She makes food over and over again. And you can sack food and clues to have her explore. That's kind of hot. This deck also played Thraben Inspector for a while. You could probably do a version of this that goes even lower to the ground with Thraben Inspector and the new Thraben Inspector. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can do. Oh shit, I was going to talk about new cards. Let me play a match of Magic the Gathering and then we can talk about new cards. Does that work for everybody? Yeah, because there's some stuff that has been dropped, and I'm going to put on some music. I figure I have to do the content creator thing. At least while the VODs are getting uploaded, you know? If VODs are getting uploaded, it's nice for me to have these little segments so that at least I can point to something. If people are like, what do you think about this? Have you talked about this? It's like, yeah, it's right here. Right here. Go right here. Over there. Over there. Can someone explain to you why Kellen is in all the sets? What's he doing in the story that's so important? He's the new guy. Ooh. Well, we got a bunch of 1-drops, but I'm going to mulligan this. Got this Cauldra Complete. We got the Smoogler's Coopter. Oh yeah. I mean, we can go to 5 on this. This hand is kind of funny. We got Wasteland, which is pretty cool. We draw like a white source. This card's pretty good. I think we can go to 5. We have Moxen and Soul Ring and some powerful stuff like this, like Vidalcan Outlander. I'm gonna keep Pitch Solitude. Probably going to get rid of the Vidalcan Outlander. As much as I love this card, it's white and a blue for a 2/2 artifact creature with protection from red. I like this card quite a bit. It carries equipment well. There are a lot of decks that just play red removal. It blocks Ragabond, you know. Can block Boo. Kinda. Do I want to keep the Opal or the Outlander? I'm going to keep the Opal, just because we have... I think some of the ways that we get back into this game after a Mull of 5 is just by playing some of our powerhouse cards up top. The Crick. Oh. Yeah, I want to cast this before I cast Mox Opal. Esper Sentinel. Schmox Opal. Playing out the Mox to get around Thalia. They are a Crick deck. So, you know, I don't have anything that cares about triggering off this card right now. Might as well just get it in play. Blue-white. Blue-white. Hiya. Playing this Bally on 1. think it's better than Revoker in the dark. They're also on blue-white bots. Could be. This is a deck that is pretty popular. I mean, it's not like you'll see it everywhere, but people love playing this kind of deck. It's a lot of fun. It hits hard. You get to play some goofy cards, you know? But this could also just be any kind of blue X deck. Like blue-white X is, you know, pretty popular. It's kind of everywhere. Unfortunately. Paying the tax for Ponder. Uh-huh. They keep? No, they shuffled. They shuffled their library. Ooh. 4 mana. I could cast Revoker in the dark. Revoker on Teferi 3 is kind of funny, although that also just backfires. It like puts us further to our Thought Monitor. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Now, we can't name a land with this card. This is, Revoker is the name a non-land, but you can hit things with mana abilities, but we can't name a land. So we can't muck the Krakus. How about Teferi 3? Or we can name Minskin Boo, but, you know, we don't know if they're on 4-color or not. Very Time Rattler. Also, we kind of have a good line against Minskin Boo right now. With the Ballista, or I guess with the Path to Exile too. They play an initiative creature here. It's kind of annoying. They're just passing, huh? What are you doing? What are you cooking up over there? Ooh. Seachrome Coast. Yeah, good being relative to the line of losing to Minskin Boo. Yeah, it's good in the sense that we can kill the Boo and then we lose to Minskin Boo. But we get one turn without the Boo. Please let me refuel. I mulligan to 5. March of Otherworldly Light, and they are targeting my Esper Sentinel. And they're giving me a card. And then they're going to fetch and try to counterspell this card. Am I getting Stern Scolded? Playing blue-white? Show me the red. There it is. They could still be blue-white. Got a fire. Looks like this is fire. Oh, it's a face of action. So I pay 2. I don't have 2. Okay, bye. Could I look over your first every vintage pool draft is so I could send it on Blue Sky? Huh? Your first ever vintage draft. I mean, do people use Imager anymore? I'm technically on Blue Sky, but I'm not on Blue Sky. I have a Blue Sky account, but I don't use it. See, Comet, that would have been a good name for this. Squirrels. I mean, a big stone coil serpent might be able to actually challenge this. We can't do it right now. What if I played a 5/5? Speaking of, it's Comet. We're likely losing to Comet because they have a Comet on the table and they're up 3 cards on me. Although we have the Stone Coil. If we can untap with Stone Coil, but like... Oh, they rolled a 6. Okay. They rolled a 5. If they just get back March of Otherworldly Light and muck me. They rolled a 6 again. Okay. Clarabbits. God, I don't know why I stumbled on that. Clarabbits, welcome back for the 8th month. Broke my foot so I can actually catch a stream. Glad of it. They rolled a 3. So they get to... I love playing Magic the Gathering. Did they roll another 6? Wait, hold on. They rolled another 6. Right? They rolled a 5, they rolled another 6. Yeah. Dude, I love Magic the Gathering. What a cool card. I don't think this card should be pointed. Anytime I bring up Minskimbu, I'm just going to concede and save us some time. Anytime I bring up Minskimbu to 1, people talk about Comet. And, like, Comet's fucked up. But I don't think Comet is... Comet's not a point-worthy card. It's just a very... It's like a perfect encapsulation of, like, what it is to play Magic in 2023. Where you're just like, you know, oh, I guess... I guess I fucking lose. Right? It's just like all of a sudden... all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, no, I got high rolled here. Got misstepped. Comet a 2020 green card. It is. Ooh, am I getting spell snared or spell pierced? What do you think? Kind of want to save this bauble because I know what I'm doing with my mana in the next couple turns, and like there's a chance so we just get down this Kappa. All right, what do we want to play around? Spell pierce or spell snare? I think I would rather get my Hangerback Walker targeted. Countered. This also gets hit by Stern Scolding. The pool. Oh. We're kind of pulled into a couple directions with this pool. There's a lot going on here. Also, I didn't realize Vintage Cube was up. Damn, I should have played Vintage Cube. I'm still going to hold on to this bauble, because if we can get Kappa on the table, then I'll be in a pretty okay spot. Vintage was only up for the Invitational. It looked like there was like an option to play Vintage though. Yeah, you can get into a Phantom League. Unless this is for the championship but then I have championship qualifying points, so I could just use them. I was thinking about playing, I wanted to play Magic today. I didn't know if I was playing Highlander or not, because I do have a Loading Ready Run stream later this afternoon, I guess early evening. Hi, Mulder. Retrofitter Foundry. Should have fetched, because now I kind of exposed myself to either, yeah, that's pretty good. I exposed myself to a couple things. I'm older. I think I'm gonna do it now. I might just get punished because I played pretty sloppily here. Yeah, I'm gonna save this bauble too. Oops. Yeah, hi. Why'd you make so much shortbread then? 2 kilos of shortbread. 3 mana. Brotherhood's End? Wait, what? You're Jeskai. Is Jeskai really playing Brotherhood's End right now? That's wild. Yeah, I'm losing everything here. I mean, we don't know if it's just Guy Green just off the Spara's headquarters. Seeing Horizon Academy decks. Yeah, that makes sense. Academy decks are pretty good against people high rolling, and Academy does high roll pretty well. I think I'm going to put this Retrofitter Foundry back on top. So I'm fairly sure the only way we win is if we sneak in a Kappa, or if we're able to like pop off with the Retrofitter Foundry. Cursed Discord meta. Okay, we are proper green. The headquarters could just be there for like prismatic ending and stuff. Oh. I could make a 4/4 here. It does start eating away at these squirrels. I'm gonna lose to this dog. Recall and to blow up all my artifacts into dog is pretty bad for us. I can play the Kappa. I'm not gonna play around days. If I get got by days, then you know, it's fine. I don't know if I'm in a spot where I can afford to play around days, because if this card just pops off. I can play this, though.
Eggs! Eggs! E-double-G-S eggs!
Kappa! Okay. So... there's a bunch of ways that I mean, this dog, we need them to low roll on this dog. Excuse me. We need to low roll on this dog. They rolled a 6. I fucking love Magic the Gathering. They rolled a 3. So they get to Ancestral Recall again. And they can recall here. Maybe this card is worth a point. No, there's no Cyberdrive Awakener in here. It's more about the creatures. Like, we could... I think my actual thing is that I have to try and keep this Kappa alive and then kill them next... Not this turn. We could actually kill them this next turn, depending on what we draw. Though they are drawing a shitload of cards. But if they're not finding swords or path, we're okay. Yeah, you got a prismatic ending there. That was my way of making repeat artifacts. So now... do I want to put anything on top here? I could put Hangerback Walker on top. Doesn't play into endings super well. I could just put Esper Sentinel on top. I could put Bauble. Bauble's just gonna... Putting Bauble on top is kind of funny. I could also draw, see what I'm getting, and then Academy Runes, and then Chromatic Spirit. Ooh, Lion Sash. I do like Lion Sash. But they have so much mana available. I'm gonna try to put it on my Kappa. Ooh. Does this use a... does this target? I mean, I kind of want to push for 7 here. And then... even if they get rid of the sash, we can just kill them. Roll the... I just need an example of this. Puts on the stack of that. Okay. You're not going to do that. So if I exile like a Scalding Tarn here, then we can smash for 7. And then just fingers crossed that we don't lose our Kappa. Might as well swing with the team. Who knows? We might be able to just boot up our Inkmoth Nexus and attach the Lion Sash and kill them. Who knows? Alright, it's in God's hands now. That's the 4. Wait, that works that way? It doesn't wait. Deal damage equal to a creature. Right, it doesn't target on that side too. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, maybe this card should be a point. Right. None of them target. I've never actually had my Kappa run up against Comet. So this is kind of funny to have this happen. Where it's like, okay, great. Usually they just die. I mean, I guess the Kappa decks I play usually just kill people before they get time to do anything. Damn. Good magic. Yeah, GG, well played. I feel like I got soloed by the dog. Yeah, they can't target because you don't know what result you're getting. I mean, they could probably figure out a way in the rules to, you know, have it so that you roll and then there's a triggered ability. But, you know. Yeah, it would be too wordy, which is probably the issue with the card. And it's like in a fun set, so... yeah, there's a couple of things they can do, but they didn't. CJ Wilson, please fight me. Or no, not fight me. CJ Wilson, welcome back for the 14th month. It's almost a whole year. We're so close, thanks to the games in the last. Glad I can help. In some way, shape, or form. And thank you for the kind words. Alright, Wormy, kill me. What was the card? Surge. Welcoming Vampire? Probably Welcoming Vampire. Can't believe you would bring the best deck in the format for my little blue-white robots. Harder Proc's the best deck in the format. Oh, okay. I'm going to keep this. But only because it looks like a vintage hand. Except for this, and this. Turn 1 Patchwork Automaton off Ring is pretty hot. Cyberman Patrol. Oh, the 2-mana 2/2 Afflict. Or the like 2-mana 2/2 that gives everything Afflict. Ooh. It's a pretty good magic card. This is greedy? Yeah, of course it is. I'm trying to high roll my opponent. I'm on the draw. I'm on the draw playing Magic the Gathering. And I'm not a blue deck. I think I have to high roll my opponent. Not to sound too cynical, but I genuinely believe that's just kind of the quality. Like that's just kind of what you have to do. Maybe this is an extreme example. I'm keeping this because we have arguably one of the best cards on our list. A card that is difficult for my opponent to deal with, and then, you know, Ravager, which works pretty well with Automaton. And if we draw a land or a Mox, then we're off to the races. Or this. Kind of hot. Unfortunately, doesn't do anything with the Thalia. Or it does, but it's not what we're looking for. I'm attacking you with my 2/2. Please respond. The Caracas is down. I'm okay making this trade because we just have some more powerful cards that we need to poop out. No blocks. Metal Gear. Started playing Storm again so I can high roll people less and just keep good hands. Yep. What are you going for? Oh, you're trying to... Here. My cat is trying to drink from everything on my desk. Here. There's the water. On him, Pakal. Is there a world where I sacrifice my Mishra's Factory and my Patchwork Automaton? No. I don't think so. Like, we can make this Ravager large and block here. Get out of that water. You have your own water to steal from. I'm going to take... You have your own water to drink from. Get a 2/1 for a striker. Get the Thalia effect off the board. Desk water is better. Yeah, I'd take an island. I'd take a Mox. I'd take a whatever. I'd take a land. Tundra. Yes, drink that water. That's my water. You can drink that. Pretend... Okay, that's my water, Mulder. You can drink that water. Cat can't make up her mind. Retrofitter Foundry. It's pretty hot. We could go Ledger Shredder into Retrofitter Foundry, which is also pretty hot. That also blocks, like, pretty well here. Also, I don't know how well this Saheeli is going to work under Thalia. Yeah. I am attacking you with my 3/3. Make our own Anam Pakal. Well, see what I'm gonna do. What we can do is we can make an artifact Autumn Pakal, and then we could Ravager all the counters onto Autumn Pakal. And then we get from modular. And then we can get a bajillion gnomes. However, they do have a Krakus, so I don't think I'm doing any of that. Attacking with a single gnome. I am, as the kids say, going to take one. Oh, 1 second, chat. Attack with a gnome. No block. Twins, Basil. Twins. Okay. Ooh. Well, we're a little ways away from that. What am I metamorphing here? Am I metamorphing? I don't hate Metamorph on Soul Ring. Metamorph Ring, and then we can play the chip. Then we can later Batterskull. We got this, I don't know if I'm able to attack, though. I mean, I can I attack it to here, I just die. Give me another ring. We can't even play the chip, because the chip gets hit by the crick. So I'm doing this. I'm going to make our Patchwork Automaton Lorge. A land? Bye-bye, chip.
Eggs!
And I
EWGS
think I'm
eggs.
just chilling. 3/5 Shredder. It's kind of hot. 5/5 Patchwork Automaton's kind of hot. I think I'm chilling. I'm just chilling. Welcome back for the 44th month. What up? Thank you once again for hawing me. It's great to ye here. See, I read it from my OBS notifications, and it shows me like the code for the emote. So it's Wheeler H'ing me. It's great to Wheeler Y here. Well, I can tell you why Wheeler here. Wheeler Y here. I'm going to block here, and I'm going to block here. Unfortunately, this isn't Chromatic Star. I could block here and sack the Chromatic Sphere to put on my Ravager so I just don't take any more damage. Kind of like the redraw, though. I'm gonna block here. They might actually crick their own Thalia. Yeah. Because they're looking to get something out of their hand. If they replay the Thalia, then their crick is down. But I guess they need a non-gnome to attack to start getting Anam Pakal going through. Pathway. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we can slam Batterskull. Next turn. Playing a Mox Amber. Oh, sequencing. Wait, you play the box before the Thalia. Bye-bye. I could have drawn with the Chromatic Sphere here if I want to. Excuse me. Oh. The bridge. I mean, I'm using my mana for this Batterskull, you know. So let's do this. I'm gonna cycle that. See if we can maybe hit a basic or something, you know, else we want to. Treasure Vault with Ravager is kind of hot. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Now this makes the whole attack with something to Caracas it a little underwhelming, at least right here. And I'm going to play, I mean, they both come to play tapped. I might want the double white. I might want making a shitload of treasure tokens, but I'm probably spending my mana next turn to put the Batterskull in something else. Right? As long as they have the crick up. Let's develop the double white here. I think I need to start attacking. Although I still don't have a great defensive option here. I'm okay if they just run back what they did last turn. Samwise. Yeah. Who's bearing that ring? Thalia. So now we can't block the Thalia with Patchwork or Ledger Shredder. We can block with Ravager and try to go hard on that. Frogurt. They got Frogurt down. They got one card left in their hand. Got to make a bunch of gnomes.
Eggs! E-double-G-S eggs!
I think I want to block with Ravager and force their hand on the crick. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I'm getting much out of this Retrofitter Foundry. So I could block and sack my Mishra's Factory and Retrofitter, or I could sack See the Synod and Retrofitter, or Seat and Factory, and that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana still. I block here, and then because I don't think this Mishra's Factory is doing much here. Back the factory. Sanity's Bane, welcome back for the 32 month, for the 32nd month. Howdy, any thoughts on the Exelon Alchemy? I've looked at a couple of the cards. I've looked at, I guess I've looked at all of them. So many of them are just brawl cards, which I guess is okay. Some cards look pretty all right. They look pretty strong. I'm going to be playing Gladiator once Cons gets back on Arena. When they put Cons on Arena, I'm going to be playing some Gladiator. I own 0 Ixalan cards, which is kind of an issue. Okay, so they're choosing to keep up the Crick. They can Crick Samwise. Yeah, and then they can replay Samwise. But I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this because it lets me shred some Ledger. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to keep that card because that card kills people dead. They get back their Thalia. Also, there's a Timeless Dragon, which is pretty sick. I like that Timeless Dragon. They got Thalia in their hand. If their last card is Solitude, it's going to feel extra shitty. But I think if it was, they would have done... It's just like a better line with Solitude. They got a Bob. Okay. Well, that blocks the thing with that. Oh. Thank you. Oh, that's very cute. Look, chat. It's a candle in the form of a skull. Isn't it nice? And look, chat. It's a candle in the form of a
I think it kind of looks great.
It does look like a cake. It also looks like the front of a flashlight. And then look, chat. We got a little handmade, homemade print of a wiener dog. Very nice. Thank you. I mean, you can leave. Oh, I get the skull. I know, but that's sick. Thank you. Whose dog? Friend of ours. The wiener dog's named Gus.
Yeah, this isn't an exact.
It's not an exact.
Gus has
Can you send me a goofy picture of Gus? Well,
yeah,
that's a.
and I'll
Okay, thank you. I have 7. So and I can make 8 with this. So we can push 11 damage in the air. That's not enough. Obviously, they have blockers too. I think loading up. Actually, they're tapped out. They block with the bird. They could block with the bird, or I could put it on the Patchwork Automaton. Although at this point, Ward 2 isn't really doing much. I know their last card is Thalia. I'm gonna load on my Ledger Shredder. Gus is a very good name for a wiener dog, yeah. Coming at you. Oh. Okay, we have some cushioning now. There's one Ixalan card I really like. It's it's like a vampire that turns something into your graveyard into a skeleton. It's just like forever a skeleton. I like that a lot. Ooh. Hopefully this is big enough. I mean, this is big enough to get around a lot of the instant speed removal that Naya can play. Obviously, Swords Path, March of Otherworldly Light are still pretty big deals. Oh. Shit, I'm tired. I'm a tired dog with a dog. I'm a tired dog with a soft serve. Today was supposed to be a day of rest. It's because I was hooting and hollering late last night when we were playing Lethal Company for the stream. Has anybody invented soft serve for dogs yet? I think it would be a big hit. The 3 Dreadmaw and a sorcery trench coat. That one's funny. I don't know. I'm not a huge magic meme guy like that. I like Colossal Dreadmaw, but that's I think because I like drafting big green idiots. Yeah, that stream ruled. It was good. That game rocks. Miri Weatherlight Duelist. Okay, so as long as it's a tap, no more than one creature can attack, and whenever it attacks, each opponent can't block with more than one creature. This just gets blocked by gnome tokens. I'm going to get rid of that. I need to get through this bird. Which I think we'll be able to do. Thank you. This is going to cost 3 mana, so we have 3 more mana to work with. I think getting Oswald on the board... Well, Oswald on the board doesn't matter against Caracas. So I think it's better just holding up the Retrofitter Foundry. Even though it doesn't do anything at instant speed. So I should do it now, before, so I can juice out as much... Juice out as many bonuses off Michiko's Reign of Truth. Oswald does let me, I guess, Ledger Shredder, like the triggered ability, but this is fine. I'm going to attack you for 18 in the air. 1820 Vigilance, Lifelink, Flying. Okay. We could still very well lose this game. Like, they got 2 draws here. Yeah, I thought it was 2. It's like 8 mana and you get 2 of them. I don't know how you get the 3rd. Yeah, Elle's kind of right. Like, it's, we have so many large idiots, you know? Like, it's just, I'm not as excited about, like, hey, what if my green deck got to make a bunch of green creatures and those were big? And it's like, oh, I already get to do that. You know? All right, who wants to see a picture of Gus? Oh, I got sent 6 pictures. All right, here you go. Who's ready for a picture of Gus? This is Gus. I feel like I'm surrounded by dogs that are not real. This is Gus. I got more pictures of Gus. Cartoon ass dog. Yeah, I know. This is a good picture of Gus. This is a good picture of Gus right here. He's just posted up. Very tall. That dog was forced to know things beyond comprehension. Here's another picture of Gus. And I got one more picture that I'll show everybody of Gus. This is... I don't know why Gus is the way he is. And then, last but not least, this is a picture of Gus And the cat that lives with Gus, Georgia. Hold on. Look how unimpressed she is. He's got a big old ear. Look at that big old ear. Oh, I'm about to concede. That was a one-lander. Or that was a two-lander, but nothing on one that we could really do. This is a one-lander, but we have a redraw, we have a retrofitter, a portable hole, and a skull clamp. Keep. Retrofitter plus clamp's pretty hot. The fairy's not really doing anything in this match. Yeah, very powerful faces. How many viewers did we gain while showing Georgia? I think we lost 20 by the looks of it. I got another picture for everybody though. This isn't a Gus picture. Gonjo. Okay, that's worth noting. I got another picture for you. Did you not send me Melted Lenny? Can you send me Melted Lenny on Discord? Yeah, you know the one. The one where he's like drooping all over the place. I showed you my Gus, please respond. What is this? Oh, Inti. This card is so strong. I think I want to portable hold this card before it gets out of hand. So I think I'm playing a... Oh, fuck. I should have played the Ancient Tomb because I get to activate this. It's fine. When has a 1/1 ever mattered? I'm too busy getting this Lenny. Is this the newest one? I thought there was one where there's more drooping. Here's Lenny. Here's a good Lenny. Look at Letty. Very good. Like the droop over here, the droop over here, the little eye kind of melting. Yeah. Belongs in a Dali painting. Actually, I didn't play this because I didn't want to get wastelanded. Stares at Tundra. Oh, am I getting Miglozed? I think I'm getting Miglozed. Oh, Miried. Okay. Mulder Cam, a slideshow of all these animals. Yeah, Mulder doesn't stay... Well, Mulder does stay in one spot. Well, that's pretty good. This would have let me Psy plus Clamp. But this would... If I had Ancient Tombed last turn, then I could Psy and Wasteland, and I'd have the token out here, which would have been pretty cool. That's okay. I'll just play like a dickhead. I guess, like, there is an argument to keep this, where it's just like, we need this Wasteland to be able to do anything with this game. But, like, you can kind of say the same about Tundra, but at least with, sorry, we need this Ancient Tomb. If we have, the Tomb but no Tundra, then, like, you know, we can still Retrofitter Foundry with Skull Clamp here, which is a pretty strong combo. How oily is Georgia? Hey, honey, how oily is Georgia? Fairly oily. Well, that's fucked. We get to fight our Psy. But then we get to kill Miri, which is kind of nice. We can fly over and kill Miri. Or kill Domri. Damn, can you tell I slept well? getting names mixed up. I should probably go have some meds. Should probably smoke up some medicine. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Yeah, give me these cards. Ooh. Well. Kill this Domri. Even though this flies, I don't think that's actually as relevant as just getting these cards immediately. Yeah. I could turn it into a 4/4, which would actually do pretty well on the board. But I want to get some other stuff going here. I can Esper Sentinel. I can Wasteland Esper Sentinel. I can Wasteland... or I can't Wasteland Esper Sentinel. I can play Esper Sentinel, activate Retrofitter Foundry. I could Wasteland, activate Retrofitter Foundry. I'm likely slamming this Batterskull next turn. Maybe, like, what does Wastelanding this do? Not much this turn. So I think I'm actually going to play the Sentinel. And then activate the Retrofitter Foundry. So there are about 3 different spots in this game where I played, I did not play the way I should have played. Let's see if I'll get punished by it. I'm going to make a 2/1. Or a 1/1. And then I can only block one thing, but I can trade the servo token with their dork. I think I'll do that. They got a lot of mana, but I'm more worried about the bodies. We're still a little weak to like a Migloz hitting the table. Seachrome Coast. What kind of flash creatures do you have? I mean, if I get solituded, it's really bad. But is it that bad? If they solitude my Esper Sentinel, I would rather, I'd rather them do that than solitude my germ. I can Emery into Batterskull. I could Wasteland here if I want. Just gonna slam Batterskull. Reprieve would be pretty bad. They have Reprieve. Get an Emery down. Lion Sash. Urza's Bubble. Ooh, the Vidalcan Outlander. Doesn't do anything here because this is a green-white. We know that they have the Agonjo still. So it's a little tricky with the Batterskull. But if they attack, we block, they're forced to Agonjo. And then we just get to put it on something else. Yeah, the Batterskull, they drew a lot of lands there as well. GWP. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm feeling it. Is I'm going to very quickly go take some meds. Then I'm going to come back. We're going to play some more. Does that work? Okay. Should we put up a Gus picture or should we look at the magic cards here? We already have the spinning rat. Kiefer says Gus. I mean, having this up is kind of good, right? Everybody just wants to look at Gus over the webcam. Okay. Gus over the webcam it is. This is good. Can you play next? Otherwise, it's getting too late as a European. Yeah. I'm gonna fight Kaya because I owe them from, I think, 2 streams. I have stuff to cash in, so it'll be quick if that works for you. Right here. There, that's good, right? Okay, be right back. Okie dokie. There's something about looking at this dog, you know? I feel like Gus sometimes. I think we all do. We all do. Now the question is, do I keep it up? or do we get rid of it? Ooh. Can we get a spinning Gus GIF? I don't know. I have to lose a bet first. Let me lose a bet and then we can get the spinning Gus GIF. My face when no spinning Gus GIF. What? Lenny has so many fans. Yeah, but people ask about Lenny all the time. And they ask about Lenny emotes. Ooh, okay, so I do want to get the automaton going. But I think I want to play Etch Champion this turn. And then keep up. Like, I can automaton into Thoughtcast next turn, which is kind of hot. Don't build dog type. If you send me a full picture of Gus, I can remove the background for you so Ratthew can have a friend. How many more spinning animals do we need? I mean, I do like this suggestion. Let me think about it, Wilco. Let me think about it, because that's very tempting. Ooh, we can play the Outlander. JVP leads me to believe that they are on, a reanimator list. Hey, does anybody want to see anything? Anybody want to see something real cool? Who wants to see something cool? Although this is like, I say cool, but it's mostly just like a question that people ask specifically in this channel quite a bit. Is, you know, how you pay costs and all that. This is Thoughtcast. It requires 4 and a blue, but it has affinity for artifacts. Costs 1 less to cast for each artifact we control. Notice that we currently have 4 artifacts here. So this card is going to cost a blue, right? But we don't have a blue source. Pretend we don't have this land. We don't have a blue source. We'd have to crack Chromatic Star to get the blue source, but then we'd only have 3 artifacts. What if I told you that we announce our intention of casting Thoughtcast, the game has determined the cost, then asks us to pay it, and we use the mana ability of Chromatic Star to pay it? Cha-chung! And that's how paying costs works. Then we get to draw a bunch of stuff. Oh, wow! I don't know if we had one strong weekend of spits out coffee, oh wow, and ruined the PPR because of it. But after that, you know. Oh, Knight's Whisper? Okay, they might be not on Reanimator. You saw a TikTok? What? I'm pretty sure Mengu did a demonstration of it on like a popper. Like a popper shuffle up and play. I learned you can distinctly not do that with LED because of Moto. No, well, LED can't be used to pay the costs of casting the spell because it's LED. They have it set up. LED in particular has that, so it's just not actually Black Lotus. Yeah, it's at instant speed. That's what I mean. Ooh. I don't have the mana for Dig Site Engineer, but Dig Site Engineer is beautiful, babe. Let's get this ingenious smith on the table. I kind of want to find more artifacts so I can start attacking with multiple things. Like, we have our expensive artifacts. I kind of need... Oh, that's fucking brutal. I was gonna say, I kind of need some cheap artifacts. But I have all of my enablers and none of my, you know, my special little guys. I guess I could have set up, like, Luris, Polychromatic Star. But then we're not doing anything. Big whiffs. Whiffs ahoy. I've looked at Magic TikTok. I'm gonna take advantage of ripping on TikTok as much as I can. I've looked at Magic TikTok, or at least what TikTok, the app, thinks that I should be watching as someone that plays Magic or whatever. And so far, the only thing that I've seen that was good was, I mean, I like to guess the cards, not just the ones featuring yours truly, but the ones featuring Gavin are also good. Like, genuinely, those are pretty interesting. They're fun to watch, right? Oh, fuck. Am I getting delugied? Getting delugied would suck. Oh, no, we're just getting reanimated. Oh, that's much better. Are they from New Zealand? They're either New Zealand or Australian. I think they're New Zealand. Like LGS, they do little skits. They had one about Updog recently. I'm not trying to get you. I'm gonna go to Sack and Genius Smith and discard the Delkin Outlander. What's up, dog? Oh, what's up, Gus? Oh. Damn, that's a lot of damage, huh? All right, well, we're at 2 with this Ancient Tomb in play. And this is Inventor's Fair. Shallow Grave on the Archon. Pretty good. Oh, that's a good magic card. But I believe we are, as the kids say, screwed. On Instagram? DASCHUND. Gus.
Well, however you
DACH, yeah. Okay. Wait. Oh, the S is in the wrong spot. That's what I did. Okay, thank you. If anybody wants Gus's Instagram, it's that.
Also, I haven't.
Wait, no, I did spell it right. That's spelled incorrect. Right? I spelled it right. Right? I was spelling it. Hold on, let me get to the bottom of this. Yeah. Oh, no, it is spelled like this. Dashin is spelled like that.
Which is the way that.
Yeah, I know. Somebody else spelled it the other way, and I was like, is that the other way?
Yeah, I have an appointment with Dr. Bosley Monday.
Okay.
I got an email.
is welding jar. Unfortunately, could not save my dig site engineer. But I can make a car instruct. Which I guess I didn't necessarily need to make now, but it does give my Etch Champion protection from everything. Which is potentially more reliable. I imagine we're dead, you know? This Jace is able to flash something back. Yeah, they unmark grave for whatever, and then they flash back Jace on the shallow grave. Oh yeah, they got the George. I'll give them the trench George. My welding jar. My welding jar. What? No, that was best of one. It was best of one. Where are you? No. We need that BO3. Hi, Mulder. How are the robots doing? We lost a match and then we won a match, and now we are down a game. Down a game. Oh, look what I did with my hair. Can you tell I haven't showered today? It was like this. Like a Tintin mohawk. Oh my god. I need to get my shower. I need to get my shower. I need to get my hair cut. I'm getting it done tomorrow, but I desperately need it, you know? Alright, now please let me go first. Gas place, the part is snowy. Oh, if I concede, we go to game 2. Okay, great. So we're just restarting the whole match. But we, I mean, we would have been fine with just you saying that I get to be on the play. Because this is going to be a quick 2-0 anyways. Oh. Alright. Reanimator might play Stifle. OP playing the Reanimator deck. I don't know. We haven't seen... who laughs like that? Have you seen people on the internet? We haven't seen red. Unless there was a Volk fetched and I just didn't notice it. Could just be on blue-black. Oh, Sir Ginger. No, my fight money. Wait, shouldn't be black. Should be... Yeah, just let me draw a card. Ooh. They had the cut down. They had the cut down. Currency converter, pretty strong. I do want to get the one ring going though. Ooh, retrofitter foundry, also pretty strong. I do want to get this one ring going. There was another reanimator deck? Ooh, that was a draw. Was there a... Oh, the Bellingham 1K? Is that the one? Evidently, I don't know what you're talking about. The The other night, I was on 3 with the 1 ring on 3 counters, so I untap in response to the trigger, draw 4 using the ring, cast a Shaman's Tidebinder targeting your 1 ring. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I see you. Cooking. We're cooking up something with that. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. That right there, that's a big boy. Gonna lead with the Schmerza. Make a token. I think I want to march this card, or I could wait until they get the... this sets... They brainstorm, they fetch. They don't have a way to get into the graveyard just yet, so I'm just gonna do this. Cast this. I think this is actually the way to do it. One mana to animate Ink Moth and tap it for 1 mana. Damn, I can filter my mana. Sholdred. God, I hate this card. I find I say that a lot with brand new cards. Or at least cards from the past year. Although this card was from 2022, right? End of 2022. Empty Nest, welcome back for the 28th month. Thanks for answering my question about eggs the other day. Anytime. Any eggs questions? You know, they're open. It's free. I get this card off the table. Force of Negation. Okay, well, maybe we can pressure them enough. Make a serve. We can turn this Hope of Gear Per into 4/4 as well. Yeah, Shoulder, it works pretty well with the 1 ring. How come we did an absence on end step? Because I forgot. I'm not paying much attention. I gotta level with you. I don't know how much I like that. I gotta tell you, having a bit of a crisis when it comes to streaming Canadian Highlander recently, which is kind of unfortunate. And it's causing me to just like, go past everything. Yeah. Could always pivot to cube. Nah, it's too late now. It's fine. DMC? No, I can't. I can't stream too much DMC. Only a little as a treat. Tremendous Cactus. That is a tremendous cactus. Welcome back for the 11th month. I missed so many Prime months due to my own negligence. Forgive me. No worries. You don't have to. You don't have to apologize. You're good. Trench George. They have the Shallow Grave. I think we have to do this.
Magic. How dare you?
No. Yeah, I'm dead. Anarch Kalia, back for the 4th month. How you doing? How you been? Glad to have you. Good to see you. Maybe 1-time 7-point Highlander? What time? I mean, what time is... What's the time difference for Australia? It's like... I'm in Australia. Oh, it's not that bad. Could fight some Aussies. Could stream 7-point. Although 7-point I don't know. It's 7 point might be a nice breath of fresh air, but from what I've heard, it's also just kind of suffering from some of the same issues that Canlander's going through. For all the shit that I've talked about, you know, that the format's in a bad spot right now and all that, is that I could just play like proper decks. Like it sucks because this is a kind of deck where, like, you know, it's got a lot of good tools to it, but ultimately you are just trying to you are ultimately just trying to high roll with your fast mana, and it just feels kind of bad when you're playing this kind of deck against other, like, it just kind of feels bad playing this kind of decks where I'm just like crossing my fingers to draw the cards that this list plays that are more ubiquitous on their power level, right? Like, it's like anytime when I've been playing this deck, I'm just hoping that I draw every draw step, that I'm finding my Kappa Cannoneer, that I'm grabbing my One Ring, that I'm grabbing Urza. I mean, that game we had both those, but it's just like it's kind of the downside of decks like this, and also just like of making content for formats like this, is because, and get this, this is something that a lot of, I mean, it's not unique to Highlander. This is just something that a lot of content creators do, right? It's the, like, you have the thumbnail pointing to I don't know, what's another, like these three cards. You have a thumbnail that's pointing to these three cards, and you're like, "Whoa, check it out! New brew with Thousand Moons Smithy," and we're playing cards like Vidalcan Outlander, and then as you're playing the games, you are just crossing your fingers that you are drawing the White Plume, the Urza, the whatnot, because just the overall power level of the deck is lower. Like, this could just be an issue with like synergy-based brews in 2023. Granted, I'm not playing super clean, right? I mentioned that I'm not playing very well, but it does feel like a bit of a bummer. Ninja Puff, welcome back for the second year. 2 dozen eggs. Hope all is well. It's going all right. Going all right. GG's WPs, by the way. Yeah. Dr. Petrichor. Or no, I was fighting Sven because Sven had to go. I hope you don't mind, Dr. Petrichor. I'll fight Sven. Fight me, please. And then we could swap over. Ahoy, Wolfgang. I'll take opponents. I'll fight people. You're literally fuming. Just fucking losing your mind. Vampires of the Ninja stack, those little razzle dazzle. I mean, those decks are more. That Vampires deck was a Vampires deck. That was just people trolling, or just people not having, like, you know, card evaluation, or card like a not understanding, like, you know, how decks are built and why the cards are doing the things that they are in the decks and all that kind of stuff. But for the Ninjas deck, the Ninjas deck is kind of funny because it's like, sorry, I guess what I'm saying is, no, I don't think that's a good comparison. I don't think that's a good comparison because I think that both of those at least with the examples given, because both those examples, they are, there's something else. Like, maybe the Ninjas deck is kind of close, but I feel like the Ninjas deck is trying to draw the ninjas, right? Geo, welcome back for the 40th month. Holy shit, it's a long ass time. I got lucky with drawing good cards. Nah, I played sloppy too. I could have absenced on your end step and then you don't have negation. My development in game 1 could have gone differently. Is there a council meeting in the near future? Yeah, there's a huge council meeting that's likely going to happen before the year end. Chromox, Lion Chromox Sprite Dragon. Holy shit. Yeah, Highlander in a bit of an awkward spot where it's just like the best decks in the format, which they've always kind of been the same, but like it's so hard to nowadays. It's just incredibly difficult to justify branching out in any meaningful way. I could Solitude this card, but I feel like that's a little aggressive. I'm gonna let them commit into playing around the Sprite Dragon surviving. Year 2023 or the year-end event? I mean, I don't think there's a change going to go before December is over, but likely in the first month of the new year. Or that the year-end event, so the top 8 event for Yellow Jacket, is going to feature updated points. Cyclorian revealed. Grab another island. Instead of getting a volcanic island, so it leads me to believe that they have Blood Moon, Back to Basics, Price of Progress, that kind of stuff. Atomic Alchemical, welcome back for the 21st month. What up? How you doing? How you been? Oh cool, my sub can drink now. Hey, this is a Canadian stream. Your sub was already drinking for a couple of years. Thank you for the support. Ooh, that's an annoying card as well. I think I'm more scared of the Sprite Dragon than anything. Now would be a reasonable time to do it. I mean, I could kill both of them. Ragavan. Ragavan. Wait, how did I want to do this? I want to do this in a way where, like, kill this, and then if I get the next one countered, they don't get a thing. But I guess I would rather kill this. I don't think it matters too much. It matters if they have certain free spells, but I don't think that's the case right now. Do I think the proposed changes might go in that direction? I hope so. I do hope so. Is there something that should be fixed with the point system? Yes. I think that the points, like, the issues that we are facing are ones that the point system can actually address, and we should probably take advantage of that, right? Okay, that's the back to basics. Ooh. Glad I fetched up one of my basics here. Raga, Ragavan. The angry video game monkey. Play out a patchwork and smash. Yeah, we can take advantage of the fact that our format has a points list, and we can, schmix it up. We are not stuck with what we are dealing with. We don't have to just shrug our shoulders and be like, well, here we are. Some cards you kind of just you have to let them, exist at 1 or not at 1. Some cards you have to kind of exist at 0, although it would be nice to have them at 1, just because this is a format of busted cards, and people want to play their busted cards in their busted format. Oh, here, let me move the keyboard. You're fine. Ooh. Chromatic Star. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is make 1 points, make 1 point cards matter again. Because right now your 1 pointers are not really, what are the 1 point cards? They're just expensive or clumsy tutors, or just auto includes, instead of what 1 point could be. right? Like 1-pointers are supposed to be about having flexibility, about showcasing like, yeah, you have Ancestral Recall, but you're an Ancestral Recall deck that plays more to the board. Or you're a combo deck, but you're this kind of combo deck, and so you get to play these kind of cards instead of these kind of cards. And it hasn't really worked that way with a lot of the changes that have been made, which I think were changes that were supposed to happen in the first place, but you need to, additional work needs to be done. That's, I guess, what I'm saying. They're killing my patchwork at all the time. Which gives us a white mana, so I'm actually going to kill this Chrome Mox if this resolves. Nope, it didn't. Really didn't want me to have access to white mana. Okay. We've done a lot of the work to trim cards that were 1 point when they shouldn't be, or 2 points that should have just been 1 point. There's still some stuff that needs to be done. Still some cleanup that needs to be done. But now that we're doing that, we need to, restate what 1 point cards are going to be. We need, like, we've done the trimming. Now we need to start adding the actual cards that should be 1 points. Stuff like Ancient Tomb or Minskin Boot, White Plume Adventurer, that kind of thing. Minskin, yeah, Minskin 2 points. That'd be kind of funny. Somebody who's just like, no, fuck it. Minskin Boot should be 2 points. Will you ever point Force Will? No, I don't. Not anymore. Force Will might be one of the best, secretly the best card in the format. Although I don't know how much of a secret it is. Yeah, I'm going to play this 2/2 so that I can have additional pressure. Force Will is a fucked up Magic card. And like, the part of the strength of all these big idiots that you tap out for is that we have, 4 free spells that are all 4 free counter spells. They're all pretty good.
Sunshine upon this Lord of Cinder.
That see play across every single blue list. The Forces, Daze, and Mental Misstep. Although Daze and Misstep have a different relationship with the format. Just One Goon. Welcome back for the 2nd month. What up? How you doing? Hello. Paul voice. Hello. Okay, they've gone on the treasure cruise. But can they beat 3 damage a turn? Don't really want to cap a Cannoneer into their open mana. I could Thoughtcast. I could Thoughtseize here. I could Thoughtcast. We lose our Inventor's Fair mana here. We can replace it with the Darker Wastes. They can counterspell this. Oh, it is the Force Spike. Okay. They're on Force Spike. Interesting. Play the Wastes. Force Spike. I mean, I kind of like the ability to draw other lands and then make my decision instead of playing out the Adarkar Wastes. Like, drawing a fetch land is a lot better than playing the Adarkar Wastes here. But getting goozled by Force Spike is obviously good TV. Ooh. That's a creature that could die. That's kind of funny. That can shut down the Chrome Mox, although I don't know how much it matters. I'm gonna play my Revoker. Ooh, on the table. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think I attack with the Esper Sentinel. I want to keep it alive. I think they trade. They didn't flip. Okay. Like, if I don't have to march this Delver, that'd be great. We'll have to cap at this Delver. Or cap a past this Delver. They have no blue mana available. They could have Force of Will plus blue card. Would they force pitch last time? Or no, that was not this game. Just making up games. Okay, here's my Kappa. I showed you my Kappa. Please respond. How long before white gets Force of Will? It has Force of Will. It's called Solitude. You know, and Force of Will's any creature you play. Just play Scars of the Veteran 5-head. Patmore, welcome back for the 50th month. Oh, half a year? Holy shit. Ooh. The Wasteland, though? Okay. Thank you for the 50 months. That's a long ass time. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. I really don't want to attack when I don't have to. I could attack with the Kappa Cannoneer, and then they block. And then that does nothing. And then nobody's excited. Everybody's so sad. If they attack with this this aberration, this abomination, they attack with the aberration. I can block with the Stone Coil. Oh, hey, J-Mac Unyielding, how you doing? Fuck me, I'm sorry. I'm not playing well and I'm yawning. And we're talking about negative stuff. Damn. This isn't the streamer people show up for. People want to see me. No, I don't even have the energy to do it. I tried doing the fucking like the YouTuber voice, and I just went, ugh. People want to see me talk with positivity and become an influence in their life that makes them feel great about themselves and the Magic they play. And I refuse to engage critically with anything that I enjoy. Scars of the Veteran? Oh, heck yeah. That's a real stinker alert. Haha. It's 4 and a white instant from alliances. Don't know why I paused on that. 4 and a white instant alliances. You can pitch a white card from your hand instead. And then you prevent 7 damage to a creature or player. And you gain a life for each damage prevented this way. Or it's the +0. No, it's not the life. You gain the life, or you get the +0/+1 counters. Yeah, if it hits a creature or something. I don't know. Did the bot eat my command? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, you get the counters. Yeah, alliances. Oof. I, for one, as a Jeskai Green player, think Highlander points is super healthy. Yep. I think that the format's in a really fucking healthy place. and that the Magic the Gathering we're playing is great. Nothing should be changed because I'm currently winning. And if I was playing a bad green creature deck and winning, I would still say that nothing would change. Hey, me too. I have unplayable cards too. Which Planeswalker would be the most grind set influencer? Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. Actually, it's not a good question, but I still don't know. Do I want to keep this? We got a Hangerback Walker. We got Soul Guide Lantern. I'm gonna keep this. We got Land Mox into turn 1 Hangerback Walker. Pretty good against blue-red, honestly. And also having a basic land. This one looks like I'm getting greedy, but I think I keep this hand on the draw. Fish saw it. Yeah, it's got to be Davriel. Think Highlander needs more Stone Rain. I miss the world where you could play Molten Rain in your Highlander deck, and you're like, this is a good idea. This is a good idea. This is like sick tech for burn. I'm playing Molten Rain. There are other formats that I would consider streaming too. 7 Point is one. I would like to play pre-modern. I'd play some pre-modern on Magic Online. Those decks are, I'm fairly certain they're just like dirt cheap to rent pre-modern decks. Yeah, I like pre-modern. I don't get to play it. I have decks, but I don't get to play them, which is really unfortunate. What's my favorite flavor of an angel deck? Boros. Boros or Mono White. You thinking about countering my Hangerback Walker? What's pre-modern? I'll link it in chat. The format that never changes. So I understand hesitation when you see that, but like new tech in these older formats is found constantly. Like I use Pokemon 99 as like a great example of like based fossil, right? Where it's the same cards that have been legal, you know, for over 20 years. And we are now we're still finding new tech and new innovations, and the metagame, you know, evolves slowly. Pre-modern also has a banned list that is actively, you know, changed. So that's kind of hot. Ooh, speaking of kind of hot. Ornithopter. Penny Dreadful. I used to play Penny Dreadful. I played the mono black haunted plate mail deck. I found a Penny Dreadful list on here too. There was another one. It was a is it World Gorger? It was a World Gorger list I think I found. Like I played a bit of it. You don't want to counter my Ornithopter? What about my Soul Guide Lantern? My Soul Guide Atlanta. Start playing CDH? I am playing CDH. I do play CDH. In fact, I'm recording some CDH on Saturday. I'm not going to play the Reign of Truth. I'm just going to load up the Hangerback Walker. Start playing CDH, then you can ask if there are any Cedars in chat. Yeah, sorry. I read the first part of that. I was like, yeah, I am doing that. And then I read the second part. I'm like, oh, no. What's my favorite flavor of Doritos? Sweet chili heat. It's gotta be sweet chili heat. I gotta do this now. Yeah, I like CDH. Ooh. Oofa. Oh, and we had a doofa ourselves. I mean, I could use this not to play you. I could play Michiko's Reign of Truth here. Just start pumping up. I think I want to do this. Play this with one up so we can pay for days. They could force this. If they force will this, that's fine. More Highlander players should play Commander CD. I mean, unironically, yeah. I know that you're taking the piss, but yeah. CDH is actually a lot of fun. Lure CDH or something else? I don't know if I can say. Let me ask if I can say. Let me double check to see if I can say. I'll find out if I can say something. Am I doing this? I'm doing this. I just want to juice this hangerback walker as much as possible. What the fuck's a cedar? Oh no. Why would you ask that? You could just Google that, Chunk. You can Google it. Why do we have to? And you know what? I shouldn't have interacted. I shouldn't have said anything there. Although HD said, y'all ever heard of cum? Never touched this stuff. It is a really nice type of wood. Nothing like, on a cold night, having a nice cup of apple cider. That's how it's pronounced, right? CDH. CDHer. So we could Trink-a-Dink for another Mox. Or I could just slam Thought Monitor here. I think they have days. Or force. They have something. I think if I can play around days, I'm going to. Even if it means that my progression looks a little awkward here. The C and CDH. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Once they fix the direct challenge, I mean, next week I'm going to be playing Gladiator. I'm going to be streaming some Gladiator. I've got some Highlander stuff planned for the rest of the month too. Yeah, there's the force. Okay. Tap this main phase and get in there. All right, we're stopping this conversation. I'm putting an end to this conversation. Have some respect, chat. I get it. You're horny, you're touch-starved, you're gay. It's a dangerous concoction. Have some respect for who? I don't know, the other people in chat. Oh. Do I have Gladiator decks brewed? Well, I do want to play Maze's End again because we got Spelunking, which I think is kind of hot for that deck. All right, well, we got the Force of Will out of their hand. Island's a pretty good draw. I could just jam Thought Monitor here because I think I want to Trinket Mage. I want to Trinket Mage for Shadow Spear. So I could Trinket Mage for Shadow Spear here. I don't want to jam Shadow Spear into Spell Pierce if I don't have to. I'm just going to play Thought Monitor. because building to the board in a way that lets me attack in the air is kind of hot. And then yeah, I'm gonna serve with you and with you. Yeah, let's start pumping damage. And by that I mean hitting you for 1. I have some conversation streams too. Some just like I got a stream that I want to talk about the like a year-end wrap-up of the like, you know, the top 10 cards in every color for the top 10 cards in every color for Canadian Highlander. I want to talk about the best cards in each color for Canadian Highlander, and then talk about the best cards of the year and what I'd personally like to see moving forward with Canadian Highlander. Spoiler alert, the top 3 best cards of the year are all from the Lord of the Rings set. Ooh, Skull Clamp with Hangerback Walker is really hot. Got the double pithing needle here. Maybe one of these needles should be changed. I mean, Revoker's a creature, but like, I don't know. Needle's kind of good against a portion of Urza Saga. And this can't even name Urza Saga. Let's fight. Needle the Islet. Ring Bowmaster and question mark. I'm not going to tell you which order, but Ring Bowmaster and 4th Aerolingus are my top 3. Shocking no one. And then number 4 is likely Lorien Revealed. Like, that card is obviously pretty fucked, but for really innocuous reasons, you know? Seemingly innocent reasons. Here's a Trinket Mage. This would be a different game with more land, I suppose. Tale as old as time. Let's grab Shadow Spear. And I'm gonna play Shadow Spear. Got a Spell Spears? Spell Spears? You got a Force Negation with the Spell Snare. Okay. I could have like baited with the Skull Clamp, but you know. Yeah, Aomer is really good too. The blue Lansec was really it's pretty good. Oh, my Hangerback Walker. No. Now I gotta start all over again. What are my thoughts on 4th and Jeskai Control? It's great. Yeah, it's incredible. It ends the game. It either ends the game or lets you take over the game. It's just so easy for that card to just like change the pace of the game entirely. This innocent looking magic card. Atraxas sneak in? I think Atraxas top 10, but not in the tippest of toppest. I can slap on a Skull Clamp, go to town. I think I just want to play Batterskull here. I could play Hangerback Walker and Skull Clamp. But I kind of like sending in the clowns. I'll throw this Trinket Mage in. I mean, Hangerback Walker on 2 is actually kind of hot. Do I just Walker on 2 instead of Batterskull? They both kind of fulfill the same thing, is that they're really good defensively. I think I Hangerback on 2. Splamp. I like Walker-on too. It doesn't change, my attacks don't change by doing this. This also, it does the like, you really want to send your Goblin token into this? But it plays better against Flame Slash because this also just sets up lethal if they kill my Hangerback Walker. Yeah, my streams are his suicide. You know a couple of Izzet tempo pilots that are off the Izzet. True story. I know a couple of people that play. Oh, Jesus. Oh, well now. That's GG. There are a couple of Izzet pilots locally that are not playing Fiery Izzet in their Izzet tempo decks because the deck tends to win by such a thin margin at some times, and just like it's whatever.
Eggs, E-double-G-S eggs.
Chronotos, welcome back for the 3rd year. Jesus Christ. How you doing? How you been? Thank you for the support. Glad to have you. Good to see you. Ragnar Hedon, but for the 4th year. How many years did I say I would do and then I'd stop? Was it 8? I forget. A long time ago, I memed on how, like, if I'm doing this for more than 8 years, GG Sven, WPs, is it really rough lately? Much stronger in European Highlander. Yeah, I assume for a format without Moxen, the additional speed of Izzet is just so much better. Can't make it work in Canlander. We played Izzet Tempo. Here, I'll share you a list. Because we played Izzet Tempo a couple of weeks, or last week. And after getting our ass kicked playing like old blue-red, like Blue Moon kind of blue-red, we switched to this and we were just killing people. It felt much cleaner. People ever play Jeskai Aragorn? Yeah, Jeskai Aragorn's also one of the top 10 cards. Actually, where do I have? Do I have year? What did I call this? 2023 Canlander? Is this the doc? It is. I'm curious if people can figure it out. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have my top 10 here. I have my top 10 cards for the year. Not in any particular order. People have already guessed One Ring, Fourth Aerolingus, Aragorn, Orcish Bowmasters, Lorien Revealed. There are 5 more cards. Can anybody take a guess as to like the 5 other cards that I have in here? Also, I'm gonna scroll down so I don't spoil it. Beans? No, I don't actually have Beans as the top 10. And I don't have Samwise Gamgee. Shieldred is from 2022. I have kind of a controversial 10th pick. Beseech the Mirror is one of them, yeah. No, just like over half of this list is from Lord of the Rings. What? Siren? Nope. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards. Court of Garenbrig is my 11th pick. It should probably be 10th, but it's not there yet. Get Lost is similarly like the Ixalan cards are less likely to be here unless they're like, you know, like a lot of the Get Lost and Tushana's Tidebinder would be in the top 15. Let me say that. Was Atrax already said? No, I actually don't have Atrax on here. Fairy Mastermind. Yeah, that's one of them. So we got 3 more. Also, who am I fighting? I'm gonna get this picture of Gus off my... Dr. Petrichor, please fight me. Yes, fight me, please. I have a window open that's just time in Australia. Moloch? Moloch was 2022. I'll give you a hint. There are 3 cards that people haven't guessed yet, and 2 of them are from Lord of the Rings. Ooh. I'm going to keep this hand, even though we only have 1 card, so Savannah. War Doctor? No. New Nissa? No. Bartholomew? No. None of these cards are from Lord of the Rings. Halfling. There you go. Finally. Delighted Halfling. Yeah, Delighted Halfling. That card is not okay. There's 1 more card from Lord of the Rings, which maybe shouldn't be on here. Like, I don't know. It's kind of in a weird slot. It's not Boromir. I'll give you a hint. Jeskai plays it. Ancient Tomb. Into Ravager. 2-mana Pippin? No. Flame of the Blades. It's Reprieve. Yeah, it's Reprieve. I think Reprieve's a top 10 card. And then there's 1 more card. Reprieve over Scolding? Yeah, I think I like Reprieve over Scolding. Mostly because it sees more play in better decks. Thoughtseize, no. Badlands into Thoughtseize. Uh-oh. I believe at the end of the LOTR set, only a couple of cards are going to be good in Highlander. Would I say that they've been better than my expectations, apart from Bow and Ring? No, if I'm remembering it, I think that we talked about a lot of cards for LOTR. That was a good draw. We talked about a lot of cards for LOTR, but a lot of those cards were just like, hey, people are going to ask us about this, so we need to like talk about it. And so out of the like 60 cards or whatever that we have here, you know, maybe 15 of them, 10 of them will see play. But they're all very good. Like the ones that are seeing play are very good. It's interesting some of the cards that people are saying. Yeah, we got some cool stuff here. Cankerbloom? No. Although Cankerbloom's really good. No, I'll give you a hint. The last card here is from Ixalan. Now, this could be either the Commander Ixalan decks or Ixalan itself. That's from the Ixalan release. And it's not Tashana's Tidebinder. Or Get Lost. Yeah, it's Broadside Bombardiers. That card. The more I play with that card or play against that card, the more I'm just like, I'm shaking my head. Inti is really good. I really like Inti as well. So we could Ravager our counters onto Sentinel. Just draw an extra card. Yeah, there's a bunch of cards though. There are a bunch of cards. Like I have 10 cards per color except for gold. I had 15. I managed to trim it down to 10, but I think we could probably go up to 15 gold. 5 artifact, 5 lands. So I want to do like a year in review for Canadian Highlander. Talk about the newest cards, talk about some of the winning lists over the year, talk about like what archetypes did well, what archetypes didn't do well, what the points list changes were, what they should, you know, what I would like to see from the points list moving forward, that kind of stuff. I think that'd be a fun stream. I like the Highlander discussion streams. Ooh. Lots of land. Making a 1/1. Do I Otawara this 1/1? Do I Otawara the Ingenious Iconoclast? I'm not like doing anything with my mana. If I bounce this for tempo, can I kill this card? I can, but at a pretty hefty cost. But it also, how hefty of a cost is it? I mean, I would be getting rid of either 2 of my lands here to do so. I could also just bounce to ready. It's like a tempo bounce to ready. I don't hate that. Yeah, Bombardiers is what is it? Dockside Bombardier? Oh, okay. Tempo, bounce to ready, or bounce the Karnstruck, play the Nexus, sack the Nexus and the Treasure Vault into this. Broadside, that's what it is, not Dockside. Dockside Extortionist, right. Yeah. 2 in a red, 2/2 Menace Haste with Boast. You sack another artifact or creature, deals 2, plus the sacrifice permanent's mana value on any target. Unbelievable. Card's so good. Card was so good that when I was compiling the sheet for LCI, I saw it and I just like forgot to put it on the thing. Like I looked at it, was like, well, this is stupid, and then just kept going on. I didn't even put it on the North 100 spreadsheet. Like it was just so good. We have other lands to follow up. It also gives a big Ravager, which can give us a big Esper Sentinel. I think I like this. I think I like this. I think I like this. How do you join the queue? Exclamation mark join. Yeah, any target is wild. 2 plus whatever to any target is wild. Ooh, that might be a better thing to sacrifice than the Blink Moth Nexus. This also lets us develop the Inventor's Fair this turn. Does that matter? No, not really. Lets me develop Blink Moth Nexus this turn. I mean, I could play Invent. How many of my lands do I want to sacrifice? I could play Inventor's Fair and then play Mishra's Bauble and crack Inventor's Fair to tutor for something and then sacrifice the Vault and the Bauble to this. So then I have an artifact in my hand and all that. Am I just getting Kappa Cannon? I think I like that. I'm still losing all my lands, but I think I like this. Crack the Inventor's Fair. Could get Welding Jar. Welding Jar against Black-Red's kind of hot. Thought Monitor would be a good way of rebuilding. I could get Phyrexian Metamorph. Kappa Cannoneer was going to be my first pick. Is it still the pick that I'm going to make? Yeah, I'm still going to get Kappa Cannoneer. Yum, yum, yum. Killed already. Okay. Homeschool Prom. Welcome back for the 4th month. Been watching the VODs. VODs are great. People are clamoring for VODs. I'm glad people like the VODs. I'm glad people like the VODs. I did feel kind of bad about it. Makes sense, but like the Devil May Cry. Like this is just, it's so funny. If you want a great example about why certain Magic players, Magic content creators especially, this isn't even just Magic related. If you want an example as to why content creators don't do anything outside of the norm, like outside of their usual, is, oh, that's too far zoomed in. We've got, you know, this rug Miracle Grow deck, which I said in the comments half jokingly, this is the worst VOD that we've done. This is cursed. This is the worst stream that we've done. 3.6 thousand views in 6 days. The Blue Moon stream, where I said, actually, just kidding, this Blue Moon stream is the worst stream that we've done. 3.3 in 4 days. Devil May Cry, 200 views. Red Deck wins, 3,000 views in 1 day. Like, this is why you get to, like, it's funny, and people, it's obvious, right? Typically people are watching a streamer for one thing, unless they're a variety streamer or whatever. And if you're a variety streamer, you have the easiest job in the world. Kappa. But it's just like now that I have like a very easy way of being like, huh? Oh, huh? Oh, like, yeah, it's why it's so hard to do anything that isn't Magic related. And especially if it's something that's longer form, like you can do it as like a, hey, I'm streaming this for like subscribers only, or Patreon, you know, Patreon like supporters or whatever. But then it's just like, what that actually means is like, hey, what if I you know, streamed for 5 hours and then I streamed for another 4 hours? It's not great. My bauble. I think they're playing like a scrapyard deck. DMC VOD, gotta watch that. I mean, it's fun. That game's great. There's another one coming up. I am going to play my Blinkmoth Nexus. I'm going to take a turn off to develop my Kappa Cannoneer. Yeah, the algorithm, there's a bunch of reasons as to why a video that is not a part of what you do as a like channel or as an identity would do poorly. It's just it's very disheartening to see, you know. Variety's the spice of life. I think I might like DMC 1 more than 3 right now. I've been thinking about it. But it's also kind of funny with the views for non-Highlander streams. I mean, I'm streaming on a Wednesday. Viewership's dog shit, but that's bound to happen. Is that the Highlander streams have lower viewership during actual broadcasting, even if we had like, you know, if we were streaming on like a Saturday or whatever, like lower average viewership. But the Highlander VODs have a higher viewership over there. And then the case is reversed for any arena stream. So that could be Gladiator, that could be Cube. Cube streams, Arena Cube streams and Gladiator have higher viewership on average on Twitch, but the VODs do much worse on YouTube. I guess what I'm saying is I'm losing my mind. Can I kill you? 5, 6, 7. I'd assume Cube VODs are shit. Oh yeah, they're really bad. I mean, the VOD itself is pretty good. I think the best stream that I did all year was that Double Vision Cube stream. Like, that was so sick, right? It was great. We were popping off. Viewership was high. Like, we were rocking. It ruled. And that VOD has like 400 views. Which, again, all these numbers are pretty low just across the board. But the Toxic stream's actually the best one. All these views are across the board pretty low as far, you know, all things considered. But it is very funny to see such a drastic shift and drop and whatnot. Yeah, Arena does look a little more appealing. It's easier for people to, you know, turn on Arena and look at it and be like, oh, yes. Okay, can I kill you? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can kill you. I'm going to animate Blinkmoth Axis. Ravager is going to eat the Blinkmoth Axis. Ravager is going to eat the Lotus Petal. Ravager is going to eat this, and Ravager is going to eat the Esper Sentinel. And the Ravager is going to eat itself because this card was made right after the Millennium, and it can sacrifice itself to itself. Yo, dog. Wonder if there's a correlation between streams that everybody tunes in and low VOD views. I mean, there's also, like, it makes sense, right? Canadian Highlander has a the audience for Canadian Highlander is, you know, a little bit larger than Gladiator, but it's also because you have people that watch Loading Ready Run, that watch Canlander stuff from Loading Ready Run, that are likely going to get suggested. You know, they'll get suggested my VODs or whatever. It'll pop up. Or they'll watch one Canlander thing, they'll try to find more Canlander, and then they'll get recommended to my stuff, right? There's just more Canlander stuff that is getting put out by larger channels. And so they will naturally wind up there. You have to be looking for Gladiator, like, to find the VOD for Gladiator, right? YouTube does a lot of, like, sharing some stuff. Like, you can stumble onto videos, the algorithm can serve it up to you or whatever. Like, that will happen. It's not a complete shithole in regards to finding new stuff. But you have to be actively seeking that, you know, that kind of content. Like, basically, you're not going to find Gladiator stuff unless you search on YouTube, like, hot Gladiator pics. Soul Ring. Fingerback Walker. Chon Chon. Yeah. An official Gladiator queue will help. Yeah. And there are other things, like there are times when, you know, maybe more stuff for Gladiator gets thrown around in channels where it's with larger reach, right? That was an illegal topic. Don't worry about it. Right? Like, anytime there's like a Loading Ready Run stream for Gladiator, then the next week when I stream Gladiator, people would pop up and they'd be like, oh shit, like I saw this on Loading Ready Run. I'd never heard of this format before. It looks great. Or you have, you know, if an event comes to Magic MTG Arena. I was going to say Magic Arena, but that sounded so wrong to my brain. I think I just want to play Retrofitter Foundry. And then... oh, wait, they're on Grixis. Oh, they're Grixis Welder. Maybe? It could be a take on Grixis Welder? Yeah. There are a bunch of issues that stop Gladiator from being found. Also, one of the benefits of having a name as clunky as Canadian Highlander is that it's going to lead to people like deliberately typing out Canadian Highlander or Canlander, and the first results they're going to find is Canlander. One of the issues about having a name that is pretty generalized, like Gladiator, is that when you search Gladiator, the first thing that pops up is going to be like a Wikipedia article on, you know, gladiators, or a film featuring Russell Crowe. And then you search Gladiator Magic, and then something else might pop up. I don't actually know. I wonder, I mean, my search is probably going to be tainted. Gladiator Magic the Gathering. Okay, this actually just pops up to the MTG Wiki article. Which I didn't actually know there was a wiki article. Cool. They misspelled my name though. It's supposed to be Bongjamin. This is what you're supposed to do when naming your band. Well, I did that, but I did the opposite, where I was like, is this name general enough so that, you know, so that we won't get into shit? And the answer was yes. I think I just want to start attacking. Two Thopters is already pretty good. If only Highlander had taken its name from a movie, yeah. Well, you know, we could dream. 1 to sacrifice, 3 to activate, and then 2 to make another. I don't have enough mana to do all of that in a bag of chips. So what if I do this? I kind of want to play Luris after I've developed Caracas because my opponent's on Grixis. No, I didn't even have the underscore in there. Thought about recording Highlander VODs offline if they do well on VOD but not on stream. Too much work? No, I've thought about it quite a bit. You better believe I've thought about it, but you're gonna get me in trouble, Adam. Or I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Because I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound like the sky is falling. Where it's like, no, it's like nothing drastic's happening. Nothing drastic's happening. But I have thought about spending more time uploading pre-recorded content onto YouTube as opposed to doing live streams. I feel like quality of gameplay would also go up because, you know, I wouldn't be like going like, huh? What's a cedar? I drink that. What did I do? Oh, fuck. I F6 through my turn. You know? Okay. Luris. It would probably make finding opponents harder without streaming. Yeah, exactly. There are some complications with that. Right? Obligatory. I'm not going to stop streaming. I like streaming. Streaming's a lot of fun. The best part about streaming is admittedly getting to shoot the shit with chat and answer questions and dick around. And you kind of lose that from like the sterilization that VODs provide. Turn, is this your card into a Highlander only stream? Sometimes I pop into Amy's stream during a recording and it's kind of weird how everything suddenly disconnects. Huh? Fury's not going to get pointed on Highlander. No, I can't foresee that happening. Am I going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories? Probably not. That game sucked. That was so bad. Besides, I have other bad card games on my list. I have bad card games on video game consoles from that era that I'd be interested in playing. And some good ones too. I mean, people like Forbidden Memories. Duelist of the Roses is one of the ones. Yeah, I'll just say that up front. Is this your card as a name would gain the annotation, you live like this? You live like this? Damn, girl, you live like this? Have I done what I consider Chandelar? I'd love to play Chandelar on Is This Your Card? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The goat. Oh, the draw scorpion. Oh, yeah. Yo, this card is great. Unironically, they might pop the fuck off here. 4 mana 3/1. Whenever it or another artifact creature dies, you can untap target artifact. Pretty good with the One Ring. Bad Yu-Gi-Oh game should have its own show. I don't think I'm returning to Wizard 101. Yeah, Duelist of the Roses and Chandelar. Those are two of the big ones, because those are ones that most people know. Do I want to make a servo or do I want to make another bird? I guess it doesn't matter. This in play. Did say any? Yeah, whenever it or another artifact creature dies, you can untap target artifact. The welding jar. I mean, welding jar with Luris is kind of fun. So I have some choices to make. It's also just kind of unfortunate that this is like the mirror match. I get to crick my own Luris. Because this is just any artifact creature. We happen to be a deck with artifact creatures as well, right? So we're kind of mucked. Although sitting around doing nothing is also bad. And this welding jar means that they're not going to get a double trigger on the One Ring. Yeah, it's just like I could just sit around and let them One Ring with Urza Saga, and that sounds bad. That's also just a way to die. I gotta pressure them. I gotta try to kill them. And like maybe one of the ways that we kill them is if they One Ring. Like a bunch. Or they just don't take anything. Ooh. If I get to do this, if I do this now, then they get to One Ring, but they're not casting creature spells or non-creature spells, which is what I'm the most scared of. Let's play Luris. Do I give them 3 cards, but then they can't cast any creature spells? I kind of like doing that. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We ball, baby. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Do be like that sometimes. Draw Scorpion. I like this card with Birthing Pod. It's really absurd with Birthing Pod. But obviously it's pretty good with the One Ring too. I'm going to recast this Hopagirper with the Luris. And then, yeah. You haven't seen it until now? Oh, it's a classic. Got myself a signed copy of this bad boy. I think it's foil? 1 second, let me find out.
Let me find out. Hold on, let me find out. Give me a second. Hold your horses. Oh, yeah.
Signed by who? Why, Jim Nelson, of course. I don't know if this works as much now that we're doing the in the dark camera. Look at that. Ooh. 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 Look at that, chat. Look at that. Wow, Serge is asking me. Why are you asking me this? Sorry, I have an important business thing to look at. Have I kept up with Flesh and Blood at all? A little bit, not a huge amount. I've been following, like I gotta tell you, my understanding of the game is like, I know how to take game actions and to play, but on like a higher strategy level, no, not really. I've heard that more people are playing multiplayer Flesh and Blood too. I liked, I ended up liking Blitz better, and I have Blitz decks. I have a lot of pre-con like Blitz decks that are a lot of fun to play. But yeah, there's not a huge group of players, especially like in Victoria, especially because of like Lorcana. Where? What are you asking me? Yo, dog, what are you asking me? Oh my fucking god. Okay. I can't talk about this yet, but very funny thing happened. Is there a good way to send Patreon deck texts? Didn't you hit me up on Discord? Did I not reply to you on Discord? You hit me up on Discord. Oh yeah, no, I'm the fucking worst. I did the like type something out and then don't send it. Yes. Yes, hello. I'm here. My bad. No. I did the like type something out and then didn't send it and then accidentally deleted it as I ran into it, not realizing that I should just hit enter. Not only am I smart, but I'm charming and cute too. So they developed an Urza. They got this Pyrite Spell Bomb. There's only so many times that they can tap this one ring now, which is kind of nice. And I can crick their Urza if I just want to push damage. Yo! Oh. And then we are just going to turn everything sideways. I don't care if I give them a million untaps with the one ring. You're fuming like a 1920s cartoon character. That's on me. I am something of the Bluto of the Magic community, though, right? Do you think that's a fair? If I were a 1920s cartoon character, not one of the racist ones, who would I most be like? It's got to be Bluto, right? And that's only because I keep kidnapping people's wives. And then standing atop a large mast and going like, and just moving in the same kind of like up-down motion for a while. Larry from the Dover Boys? Wait. Isn't Larry the one with the... Is Larry the one with the pinwheel hat? Why would I have to disallow the racist ones? Well, because that's just gonna... If I go like, which 1920s cartoon character am I? And then everybody says a racist one. That doesn't look great, does it? Well, that doesn't look very great. You're taking 3? I'm going to sacrifice this. Larry's the fun one? Holy shit. Larry Dover Boys. Oh, he doesn't... Wow. Can't even be Tom or Dick? This is unbelievable. Although, thank you for not comparing me to Backslide. Comparing me to Dan Backslide. Ooh. That would grind my gears. That would grind my gears. Researching 7-point deck names, and there's some terrible Felix the Cat episode titles. Felix the Cat? The wonderful, wonderful cat? Whenever he gets in a mix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. I don't steal runabouts. That's true. That's I've been pretty good at not stealing runabouts lately. I hate Tom. I hate Dick. We are the #1 wife stealing stream on Twitch, at least on Magic Twitch. Mostly because I don't do anything. I steal somebody's wife and then I go like, now I've got you. So what do you want to do? You want to? I mean, we could cube. If you want to learn how to knit, my husband is, I'm sure, more than happy to show you. Okay, so they've drawn the 4 cards. Do I think they're gonna have life gain? You ever hear of Dan? You ever hear about Dan? I get so, well, this is the big downside. Nobody talks about this. Nobody ever mentions the big downside about stealing everybody's wives, is that they all come into my office with a sandwich, unannounced, by the way, brawless, while I'm getting a double kill. It's fucking chaos. Kiefer is trying to do all these dishes and make sure that the kitchen's clean because we have guests over, right? And it's just, we're out of bread already. It's just, I can't eat that. I mean, I actually, I was about to say, I can't eat that many sandwiches. And then in my head, I'm like, you could eat that many sandwiches. Oh. I found a glimmer lens. How many though? I could eat a lot of sandwiches. Thank you very much. Not to brag, I could eat a lot of sandwiches. Okay. They could have Brazen Borrower in their deck, which is kind of annoying. I think I have to crick them. I could have gone in with the Ravager here, but I kind of wanted to force their hand to activate it at least once. The thing is, they could sculpt a perfect 7-card hand from here, and I don't know how much that matters. I mean, it's probably pretty good if they have Academy in their deck. If I'm leaving my cat home alone for a bit, leave the light on, he has night vision. No, you always leave the light on. You leave the light... When we leave the house... when we leave the house, I make sure the heat is on for the cat. I'm spending money. I'm losing dollars here. Leaving the leaving the heat on in case the cat gets a little chilly. She's got a heat pad. She has her own heat pad. She's got a little light on. Oh, do you have a Whir? No, they might have Whir of Invention in their deck. I cut Whir of Invention from oh, but they don't have enough mana. They could like a Whir of Invention for copy artifact or whatever would, or sorry, a copy artifact effect, like a Sculpting Steel or a Metamorph would be gross, but, yeah. Heat on, light off, that's the way the cat gets to feel sneaky and warm. They have an Odawara, okay. Yeah, I still feel like I'm in a reasonable spot. Could have maybe Caracas before if I was planning on doing that. Yeah, I should have done that. I should have Caracas before. We're having a very good conversation here, though. Also, unfortunately, this is going to be my last match. Because I have another stream to go to. Over at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun. I'm gonna eat some servos. Throwing away the Luris too, probably unnecessary. We bounce that, they attack with that. We got 35 cards in hand. They might crash. Edging Online might crash. Yeah, I'm gonna be on AFK where we are playing. Oh fuck, that's a good magic card. But I still think I can get around it. We're gonna be playing Monikers. Monikers on AFK. Yeah, if they're, I guess they can go Urza into the One Ring here. That gives them an extra turn. Can't they also Urza into sword? I mean, if they have a sword. Yeah, if they have Sword of the Meek, that they can get me. Well, they just have Transmute Artifact. Dang, my opponent won after I gave them 30 cards. I'm gonna save them the time. No sense making you click. Draw. Oh, no. Yeah, I could keep this. I could fuck with this. Don't feel like Michiko's Reign of Truth is what we're doing here, though. They had the tutor when they had 30 cards in hand. I think I should have bounced the Urza pre-combat. Excuse me, hi. I should have bounced the Urza pre-combat and just gone for the kill. Bridge. Personally, I would have unplugged my their router. Wait, what? Hi, Bulber. Hi, Mulder. Hi, Bulber. Hi, Bulber. Not a good day for typing. Yeah. It's, I feel that. I feel that. Gotta tell you, the idea of going and being on camera for another 3 hours is, you know, I mean, Monikers is gonna be fun. It's you know, it's work, but it's also just goofing around. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping super well, and I've been coming off of a cold, and it's definitely started compounding everything. Like, I'm not sick now, but it was I was sick, which was causing me to not sleep super well, which was causing, you know, which then just like, it really just starts stacking up. Let's fucking go! Ooh! Ooh! Vidalkin Outlander spotted. Warcrow, welcome back for the 15th month. The Picasso's year. Glad to have you. Good to see you. How you doing? How you been? Two-minute 2/2 artifact creature pro red. Pretty good. Pretty good. Uh-oh. What the fuck? What was this 5? They must have just drawn Academy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bounce this. Ooh. Bounce that. Play an indestructible land that you cannot interact with. I just have to keep them like low on Low on doing stuff. Yeah, Pro Tour Honolulu. Yeah, exactly. Pro Tour Honolulu. Block Constructed All-Star. Top 8, baby. I played that deck. Although I didn't play it in block. Which was unfortunate. I've told this story a couple of times. About how I, when I got back into Magic. I think Fateful Absence on this, like them popping off with this and Psy is pretty scary. I think I just want to keep this off the table. Or I could develop an Urza. If not this, then what? I'm just gonna do this. It gives them more mana, but that's fine. This card's terrifying with Academy. I should know I'm playing it. PT with the guy, the Platinum Angel. I forget what meme which Honolulu that's from. The meme. I think that was the one because 10th edition was legal at the time. And Platts was in 10th edition. Yeah, when I got back into Magic, I like walked into Yellow Jacket, looked at some of the cards in the case, and I was like, what's the newest set? And bought a pack of the newest set, which was Alara Reborn. And looking at the cards, and I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. So I bought into, no, fuck. The Pro Red, it blocks the Ragavan. And I go home, I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to build a deck. I'm going to build a Type 2 deck. And I looked up the most recent Pro Tour. It was just like most recent Pro Tour top 8. And I clicked on it. It was like Pro Tour Honolulu. I was like, oh shit. Look at the top 8 and there's 7 Jund decks. And then one, whoa, Slagstone Refinery. Okay. There were 7 Jund decks and one Esper artifact deck, or like blue-white primarily artifact deck. I was like, shit, I last played, loved Ravager, loved Mirrodin. Like, yeah, I'm going to play this deck. So I build this deck. And I sit down and play someone in the shop. Really nice guy. Harris, I think was his name. Harris, if you're out there, thank you for killing me in such a fantastical way. I sit down and I play against Harris, and I'm all ready with my deck. And I'm like, yeah, I found this deck. Like, it's a Pro Tour, like, winning deck. Or a Pro Tour top 8 deck. And it seems right up my alley. And I play them. And their, like, first play was, like, Kitchen Finks. And I was just like, what the fuck is this card? Because not only did I skip Ravnica, so I didn't know about hybrid mana, but this was my first time seeing like a persist card. I was like, oh shit. You just get it back? Wait, it comes into play. You can play it in like mono white or mono green or green white. Comes into play. Oh, I forgot that there was a tri-land. They played Savage Lands, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? You add 3 colors of mana? They so they play the Kitchen Finks, and I'm baffled by it. And then the next turn they played Garrick Wildspeaker, and I was just like, what? Huh? What is a planeswalker? Like Urza? Like Bo Lavar? What? And you didn't even have to bounce a non-layer card. I look at this Garrick Wildspeaker and I'm just like amazed by this Magic card. And then the kicker is, turns out I built a block constructed deck and not a Type 2 deck. And Alara block constructed card's pretty good, but the the cards that you missed from Lorwyn, you know, Lorwyn has some heaters in there. Lorwyn has some heaters. Crucius. GGWP. Yeah, the chess clock. The Moto chess clock. This is why when we play a match, we should always have it set up as we should always have it set up as like a no timer, because you know we're just here to play the matches and have fun, you know. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna have to call it there because I have to get ready for another stream. I mean, 60 minutes is like effectively no timer. I gotta get ready for another stream. You did great, Dr. Petrichor. Don't worry about it. You did great. Yeah, and the deck looks sick. So in like an hour from now, I'm going to be over at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun for AFK this week, where we are playing monikers. I believe Jacob is going to be a special guest for that too, so check in on that. I am not streaming tomorrow, and I am planning on streaming on Friday. There's like a bunch of... I'm on Friday Night Paper Fight as well. There's a bunch of stuff. Can you pick a raid target? Sure, why not? CardKingdom.com, sponsor the channel. Use that link. Pick up your cards. It helps me, helps the channel grow. All that jazz. Mana Traders. If you too want to start playing Magic the Gathering against me, use that. It's like if you use my referral link in the coupon code, it's like $20 a month, and you get to play as much Canadian Highlander as you like, either against me or against other people. And who knows, you could help me play, do some pre-recorded stuff. We're rating low poly Holly. Okay, everybody. We're going to low poly Holly. Now, I want everybody to be very kind and polite, because she's a friend of Sibwow. Don't embarrass me. You can embarrass Sibwow, but don't embarrass me. Go have some fun. Watch that, and I will see y'all either later tonight or on Friday. Okay, bye. Love you. Have a good one.